Did the Sims team just hint to the next expansion pack already? Rumors abound after the preview of the Blast from the Past event, and its items were revealed, and I think there actually might be something to this speculation. Now, honestly, probably tons of other people have hinted at this and already covered this. However, I do want to cover this because there's a lot to talk, and I think there could be something to it for once. Now, as I mentioned, most of the speculation comes from the Blast from the Past event. During this event, we're going to be getting nostalgic items, including a landline phone, a cake, and some interesting other assets. But what really caught people's attention is a milk carton, as well as a symbol some think relates to a trait we already have in game. As far as the milk carton has a symbol of a robber, and people think this means that burglars are coming back to The Sims 4. This could be a base game update, but it could also link to an expansion pack. Now, honestly, I'm not ready for an expansion pack again for Sims 4. I don't know for sure what this roadmap is going to hold, but I do think it's an interesting little tidbit here. In addition, apparently there's a pop-up called the Thief's Letter, and even added to this, some people think there's a new aspiration that's related to the klepto trait. However, there are other reasons to believe the team could do this theme, and that of course comes down to some pack surveys. This is the 2020 survey, and yes, I know I reference it all the time. However, this first pack idea could be what they're doing. Build your team to seek out and recover stolen artifacts, to return them to their rightful owners. You execute the perfect plan, or will your team end up in the slammer? And if you'll note, right below Modern Love and Romance, we basically got with Sims 4 Lovestruck. Gotten so much content from the 2020 survey, so it would not surprise me. However, it does not end there, because in December 2024, we also got a related survey. Become notorious criminals, revered law enforcers, or somewhere in between. Small-time crime like pickpocketing for grilled cheese can quickly escalate into bank heists for rare jewels. From shady back alley deals to intense stakeouts, navigate the underbelly of a gritty city, filled with gritty locations like pool halls and unsavory cast of characters, where your Sims rise to power as mafia bosses and con artists, uphold justice as crime-fighting heroes, or play both sides. Honestly, this is kind of a wild idea for Sims 4. I don't know if it would pull it off. Keep in mind, these surveys, it's hard to tell what they would do with them. Number one, sometimes they're broken up, and other times they're actually combined with other ideas. In addition, of course, we got this in December 2024. However, my theory is that some of these pack ideas they've already started making, and they're just trying to prioritize when to put them out. So if anything, this is kind of a damper in some ways, because yes, it does connect to the theme, and definitely is something they are probably considering, but it is interesting we're getting hints for this right now. So whether or not this would be the next expansion pack, I'm not sure, but I do admit the hints are lining up. And after all, they do like to do event themes related to packs. We saw this during the Life and Death expansion pack era, and I do think they will continue to do events that are linked to packs. I do think there's actually something to these theories. Again, I'm not super confident. We do know that the roadmap said it is based on motherlode, and if the cheap motherlode is connected to this pack, it does seem like it could be something like this. In addition, we need to also think about For Rent. Sims 4 For Rent actually came with something where you can break into homes. Now honestly, I don't think this is super immersive. I don't think it was that well done, but if you pair the Seeker of Secrets aspiration from the pack with the klepto trait, it allows Sims to swipe objects from different houses. Now again, I think this was not the most immersive way to do it, but they technically have an idea in the mechanics, so could they use this again? Potentially yes. I do question how this would all be pulled off if they did the more elaborate theme, particularly the one from the December 2024 survey. I'm not so sure I can see the mechanics working very well. To be honest with you, I think this would work much better in an open world environment. Now again, I personally would love to have robbers / burglars come back to Sims 4 as a base game update. I know not everybody wants them, so potentially you could make them optional, turn them on or off if you want to. I could also see them doing as a lot challenge, so you could definitely have the ability to choose whether you want it or not. I'm not so sure about the expansion pack idea, honestly. I'm a little bit wary of it, but you can let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you want this type of expansion pack? Would you want a base game update? And finally, do you think this is actually going to happen, or do you have a different theory for what we could be getting next? Personally speaking, I would love it if we just got a stuff pack next, something very low-key, and wait a while before the next expansion expansion pack. As always, please take care, and I'll see you in the next one.